Hey, welcome back to Beard Squid. In this video, we're going to be doing algebraic substitution using MathSpace. So while you're doing the task, you can follow along. So question 1 asks us to evaluate x plus 6 if x is equal to 3. So very simply, all we're going to do here is we're going to replace the x with the 3. So we're saying 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. Therefore, we're just going to have here the answer 9. Okay, part B says evaluate if x is equal to 8. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to say x plus 6, x is 8. So we're doing 8 plus 6, and the answer to this is 14. So we're just going to put into here 14. So very simple. We're just substituting whatever value they've given us to solve the equation or evaluate the equation. So question 2 says find the value of m plus n if m is 7 and n is 11. So very simple. We're just going to do m plus n. We know m is 7 and n is 11, and we get the answer 18. Okay, so we're just going to put this into here. We should get the answer 18. Excellent. All right, let's go on to question 3. Question 3 says find the value of x plus y plus 23 if x is equal to 33 and y is equal to 48. So all we're doing here is we're saying x plus y plus 23 if we know that x is 33 and y is 48 plus the 23. What is the answer to this? So that's equal to 104. We're going to just quickly put that into here. 104. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, that puts us on to question 4 then. Question 4, part A says, for many three-dimensional shapes, we can find the number of edges E on the shape by using the formula E is equal to V plus F minus 2, where V is the number of vertices and F is the number of faces. Find the number of edges of a three-dimensional shape which has 7 vertices and 7 faces. Okay, so we know that V is equal to 7 and we know that F is equal to 7. We're just going to substitute these values to find the number of edges when we have the equation v plus f minus 2. So let's substitute our values into here. 7 plus 7 minus 2 is equal to E. We're going to do 7 plus 7, 14, minus 2 is equal to 12. We have 12 number of edges. Okay, so we just put in here 12. Okay, 10 vertices and 7 faces. So we're doing the same thing really, but instead of 7, we're doing 10, and we're doing here 7 again. So let's do E is equal to V plus F minus 2. We've got 10 plus 7 minus 2 equals to E. We've got 17 minus 2, and then we get 15. So we've got the answer 15. So simple algebraic substitution. So question 5 says evaluate 2x minus 9y minus 1 when x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 6. So we are going to substitute 2x minus 9y minus 1. We know that x is 3, so 2 times 3 minus 9 times 6 minus 1. So we've got 6 minus 54 minus 1, which is equal to minus 49. Okay, so we're going to put into here minus 49. Question 6 says Edward and Sarah are contestants on a game show which has 3 rounds. Their final scores are based on their performance in each round and are calculated using the formula score A minus B plus 5 times C plus 7, where A, B, and C are the points scored on the first, second, and third round. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. It says Edward receives the following scores on each round. Round 1 minus 10 points. Round 2, 0 points, and round 3, minus 6 points. Calculate his final score. Okay, so we have Edward's score as A minus B plus 5 bracket C plus 7. So let's substitute our values in here. We have A, which is round 1, minus 10. We have B, which is 0, plus we had C, which is minus 6, plus 7. Okay, very good point here to mention BIDMAS or PEMDAS or BODMAS. Okay, BIDMAS. And all this is from left to right. We need to do our brackets first. Then if we have any index powers, and then multiplication, division, and then addition and subtraction, okay, from left to right. So let's have a look. Do we have any brackets? Yes, we do. We have minus 6 plus 7. So minus 6 plus 7 is 1. Okay, I'm just going to write all of this out again. Do we have any multiplication? Yes, we do. We have multiplication 5 times 1. So let's do that first. Okay, now we're just going to do addition subtractions from left to right. So we've got minus 10. We've got minus 10, minus 0, plus 5. Minus 10 plus 0 doesn't do anything. We just get minus 10 plus 5. And then minus 10 plus 5 gives us minus 5. So our final answer is minus 5. So Edward has a score of minus 5 points at the end of round 3. So let's just put that in here. Minus 5. Okay, now we need to find out Sarah's score. So let's just clear this off. Sarah scores minus 20. Let's just write this down again. So the score would be equal to A minus B plus 5 bracket C plus 7. And we've got the following scores. So A is minus 20. Put it in brackets, because when you put it in brackets, you're putting the negative sign with the number and it doesn't confuse you, okay? So we've got negative 20 minus B was 20, and then we had plus 5 bracket. C is 2 plus 7. So remember, again, I'll remind you of BIDMAS, okay, or PEMDAS or BODMAS. We need to start the brackets first. Okay, so are there any brackets? Yes, there are. We've got 2 plus 7 at the end. So 2 plus 7 makes 9. I'm going to write this out again. Okay, I've got minus 20, minus 20. I've got negative 20 minus 20 plus 5 times 9. Do I have any index? No, I don't have any index, so we can ignore that. Do we have any multiplication division? Yes, I have multiplication. So let's do that from left to right. We've got 5 times 9 here, so that's 45. I've still got my minus 20 and minus, or negative 20 minus 20, or subtract 20 plus 45. Now, I need to do my addition and subtraction from left to right, okay? So from left to right, I'm just going to do my addition and subtraction. So minus 20, negative 20 subtracted by 20 gives us minus 40. Be careful with directed numbers here, okay? You have minus 20 and you are subtracting 20 more. So you're going down the number line, or you're going towards the left of the number line, okay? So we've got minus 20 and we're going down by another 20. So you get minus 40 plus 45, and then minus 40 plus 45, it gives us a positive value of 5. So Sarah's score, okay, is that how you spell her name? Sarah? No, with a H at the end. Sarah's score is 5. She scored 5 by the end of round 3. Okay, so total score is 5. Okay, so part C then, it says, in this game show, the winner is the contestant who has the lowest final score. Which contestant won the game? So I was thinking, actually, Sarah won. However, if we just draw our number line, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, negative 2, negative, that's supposed to be negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and then a negative 5 here, yeah? The lowest score, obviously, is Edward's score, okay? Edward scored negative 5. Sarah scored 5. So Edward has the lower score here. Okay, so although it's attempting to put Sarah down, it's Edward who's got the lower score. Okay, that's a good question. I like that question. Question 7, word problem. Neil operates his air conditioning unit using a remote with 3 buttons. The first one raises the temperature by 4 degrees, the second decreases it by 7 degrees, and the third increases it by 3 degrees. The air conditioner always starts at 21 degrees. We can model the temperature setting with the equation T is equal to 4P minus 7Q plus 3R plus 21, where P, Q, and R represent the number of times Neil presses the first, second, and third button. Okay. So we've got, what would the temperature setting be if Neil presses the first button 9 times, the second button 14 times, and the third button 13 times? So let's quickly write this equation out. We've got T is equal to 4P minus 7Q plus 3R plus 21. Now remember, P, Q, and R represent the first, second, and third button respectively, okay? The number of times they've been pressed. So we can do 4 multiplied by 9, because that's how many times you press the first button, and then 7 multiplied by 14, and then we've got plus 3, and then R would be the third button, which is 13 times plus 21. Okay, so the temperature at the end of pressing all those buttons, so we've got 4 times 9, 36. We've got minus 7 times 14, which is minus 98. And then we've got 3 times 13, so we've got here 39 plus the 21. Okay, that equals to the temperature. So now we're just going to add and subtract the numbers from left to right and see what we get. So we've got 36 minus 98, so we get here 62, or negative 62, sorry, plus 39 plus 21, and now we just want to add the rest of the numbers up. So negative 62 plus 39 will give us minus 23, and we need to add 21 to it. So we end up getting a final temperature, let's say equals here. We get a final temperature of minus 2. So the temperature in the end, therefore the temperature in the end is going to be minus 2 degrees. Let's put this in. Okay, minus 2 degrees. Excellent. Okay, so that was a lot of number pressing for Neil. Let's move on to the next question. It says, find the value of 2x minus 4y when x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 8. So we've got 2 times 5 minus 4 times y, which is 8. We're going to work this out. Now, we've got multiplication, so we're going to do all the multiplication, okay? And then we've got the subtraction in the end. So we're going to do 2 times 5, which is 10, and we're minusing 4 times 8, which is 32. Now, from left to right, we're going to do the subtraction. So 10 minus 32 gives us minus 22, okay? So the answer that we get, we evaluate this as minus 22. Okay, part B says x has a value of a half and y has a value of 7. Now find out what the answer is. So let's just clear this off. We've got 2 times a half minus 4 times 7, and we need to find out what the answer is. So let's see what this equals to. 2 halves are just 1, and then minus 4 times 7 is 28. 1 minus 28 will give us an answer of negative 27. Okay, so let's put this into here. Negative 27. It's very tricky dealing with directed numbers, negative numbers, okay? Oh, here we've got a decimal, so we're going to use try to use calculator here. Let's clear this off. Now we've got x, 2 times 2, and then minus 4 times 5.6. 2 times 2 is 4, minus 4 times 5.6, that's going to be 22.4. We didn't actually need a calculator. Okay, so 4 minus 22.4 will give us negative 18.4 degrees. Negative 18.4. So let's put this into here. Minus 18.4. Mind you, it probably is minus 18.4 degrees in some parts of the world. Let's check this out. It says evaluate 4x minus 9. Oh, we've done this question already, haven't we? I'm going to skip this one. Let's go to the next one. Oh, excellent. So complete a table of values. It says complete the table of values using the formula b is equal to 5a plus 7. So this is a linear equation, okay? We've been doing quite a few of these linear equations before. So we've got the formula b is equal to 5a plus 7, and we need to fill up the table of values. So the first one is 0 when a is 0. So we're going to substitute here 5 times 0 plus 7. Anything times 0 is 0. So we end up getting b is equal to 7. So that's the first one. We're going to write 7 here, okay? And then when a is equal to 1, so we can substitute that. b is equal to 5 times 1 plus 7. 5 times 1 is 5 plus the 7 is equal to b. Therefore, b is equal to 12. So we can just write here 12, okay? And if we carry on, when a is equal to 2, we end up getting 10 plus 7. Therefore, b is equal to 17. To be honest, you know what? I think I can see a pattern emerging here. Yeah? From 7 to 12, it's plus 5. From 12 to 17, it's plus 5. What do you think is going to happen next? It's going to be plus 5 again, yeah? So 17 plus 5, we end up getting 22. And then from 22 plus 5, we're going to end up getting 27. I think, I say we just take a whim on it and put these numbers in and see what we get, okay? So we've got 7, 12, 17, 22, and 27. Excellent. So it was a linear equation anyway. Let's see what the next question is. Okay, so the next question, again, a complete table of values using the formula. So we're going to substitute these values in. So we've got v is equal to 6u plus 9. And we're substituting the values of -4, -2, and so on, okay? So let's quickly do this. Directed numbers. This is u, the value of u. So we're going to put this in here. V is equal to 6 times -4. Remember, put it all as in brackets so you don't confuse yourself, okay? So 6 times -4 is -24, plus 9 is equal to v. So v is equal to -15. So let's write that here, -15, and let's see what we get for the next part, okay? So -15. And now we're going to do v is equal to 6 times -2 plus 9. That gives you -12 plus 9. So therefore v is equal to -3. So we're going to have here -3. Right, let's see what we get when we do 0. So v is equal to 6 times 0 plus 9. Anything times 0 is 0. So we end up getting 9. V is equal to 9. Okay. Again, do you see a pattern emerging? Do you see between 15 and 9 is plus 12? Between -3 and 9 is plus 12. And if we carry on plussing 12, we're going to end up getting the solution here. So we'll get 21 when u is 2, and then finally we'll get 33 for when u is equal to 4. So let's put these in. -15, -3, 9, 21, and 33. Let's check this out. Okay, excellent. Okay, here's a question. So this is dealing with y equals mx plus c. So the straight line graph, okay, linear equations. So it says, question 18, the equation of a straight line is given by the formula y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the value of the y-intercept. If the gradient of a line is 4, select the expression that gives the equation of the straight line in terms of x and y. So we know that equation is y equals mx plus c, and they told us that the gradient, which is m, was equal to 4. So we're going to end up having y is equal to 4x plus c. Y is equal to 4x plus c. So that's not it. I can see it. It's here, isn't it? Y equals 4x plus c. So it's e. So select on e and submit that. And here we have, it's the equation of a line. So let's just do this one here. It says the equation of a straight line is given by the formula y equals mx plus c. Given that m is equal to -10, x is equal to 6, and c is equal to 2, find the value of y. Okay, excellent. So remember, the equation of a straight line is y is mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. We have the value, we don't know what y is, but we do know that m is -10. Remember, good practice is to use the brackets. X was 6, and our c is 2. So let's do our multiplication first. We've got -10 times 6, which is -60, plus 2. That gives us -58. So y is equal to -58. Let's put this in. Y is equal to -58. Excellent. So that's the end of the task. As always, I hope you enjoy that. You learned something from it. And if you haven't, then consider subscribing. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.